Hey guys, this is Matt NES, and oh boy, we have a monster of a pickups video. Let's not waste any time. Let me show you all the crap that I've managed to accumulate over the last couple months. Let's check it out. So we're going to start off with some games today, right? Wrong! I actually managed to pick up a bunch of different types of toys, video game related toys, and I'm going to show a bunch of them to you today. Some eagle-eyed viewers might notice that this guy joined our cast of Couch Buddies. Yeah, I saw this little Totodile plush at my local GameStop, and I really wanted to pick him up. He was on sale for about $12, and I thought, why not? I've been wanting to add a few more bros to my Couch Buddy section, so why not? Next up, I actually managed to find these two little guys. They're 8-bit Mega Man and Elecman figures that I saw at GameStop as well. These were a little bit more pricey because it also came with an electronics thing that I actually immediately broke as I took out of the box. But at the same time, these figures are still, appropriately priced, and they're still really good looking, honestly. And I'm happy to add them to my normal video game toy shelf. Next up, we have a little bit of a mini Amiibo bonanza. I managed to pick up a few Amiibos, including these two guys right here. We have Ivysaur and Squirtle. Squirtle definitely being one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I absolutely had to own his Amiibo as soon as I realized that he was going to get his own when he was included in Smash Ultimate. And Ivysaur, we have to complete the trifecta of starter Pokemon with Ivysaur, Squirtle, and of course Charizard. I am a huge Gen 1 fan. I had to own all three of these guys as soon as I realized there were going to be Amiibos of all of them. I think they're great Amiibos, especially Ivysaur. I think there's a lot of really good details with his vines and his leaves and stuff like that. So yeah, I really, really enjoy both of these Amiibos very much. Next up is an Amiibo where I didn't actually buy the game that was completely tied to this game, but I did play many times the older version of this game, and that's the Link's Awakening Link. I really, really love the details on this guy. He's definitely the absolute, look at that shine on that Amiibo. It's amazing. I'm kind of wanting to dub this guy Toy Link, because a lot of his stuff is, it looks like it came out of a toy chest or something like that from the newest Link's Awakening game. If we call Toon Link, Toon Link from Wind Waker, I think Toy Link really fits his aesthetic very well, honestly, especially with that tiny body with that gigantic, huge head. And this is, I feel like, the closest thing that we're going to be getting to what people call the Hero of Legend, or aka the Link that's from A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. So I don't know if we're ever going to get a different version of that Link, so I guess this is the closest thing. And I wanted to own every version of Link that has a different art style, that has a different appearance throughout the game. So yeah, I actually really like this Link quite a bit. He's got a lot of really cool detail on him. I think he's really nice. And to round out the Amiibos and the toys in general, I had to pick up this guy as soon as I realized he was available. This is the legendary Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. What an amazing series, and what a really nice detailed Amiibo. You can definitely see different patterns and textures on his uniform and stuff like that. The interesting angle of his head tie back here, his headband. I really like this Amiibo a lot. I think this is one of the better human paint jobs that we've done so far. It looks, it has some good detail on it. And of course, just with any game series, I want to own an Amiibo from that's, I never thought in a million years would ever get an Amiibo made for it. I'm still holding out for that Zero from Mega Man X Amiibo. I gotta hold out hope for it. It's gonna happen soon. But in the meantime, this is a great addition to my collection. I love it. But enough of the toys. How about we get on to some games, huh? Starting off with a gift, actually. My friend Dexter, who you might know as the artist who does a lot of my thumbnails and who did my recent channel banner, actually reached out to me, and he said his roommate had a game that he wanted to give to me, and it's one that I've never played before, Pokemon Sun, specifically Ultra Sun, for the Nintendo 3DS. I was actually shocked when he actually came up to me and brought this game to me, and I was just floored that he wanted to just give this game to me. He said he bought it and just never played it. He's a big Pokemon fan, apparently, and he bought both Ultra Sun and Moon in order to do breeding for competitive stuff, I guess. And he said he just never ended up playing this one and just wanted to give it to me, you know, hearing that I never played Gen 7 before. So, yeah, man, apparently I'll have more than one Pokemon game to play. More on that later. But I want to give a shout out to Dexter's roommate again. Thank you so much for giving me this game. It's going to get a lot of play, I promise. So believe it or not, we only have one retro game this time. Yeah, I didn't actually get a chance to go out to the flea market or half-price books or any of my local mom-and-pop game shops this time around. Most of my stuff is from games that I've been picking up through the mail, through Limited Run, and various Black Friday things. But I actually did manage to get one game. And it's this game right here, Dragon Quest VII, or Dragon Warrior 7 as it's called in the United States. Actually, this was the very last game in the United States to be given the Dragon Warrior name. And I will tell you guys, man, I earned this copy of this game. There is so much stuff that went into getting this game, and it actually has nothing to do with the person I got this from. Kevin, seriously, man, shout-outs to you. You were so patient through all of this stuff. Thank you for being as patient as you were, because, man, this stuff that went into this game, getting all the stuff for this game, drove me up the wall, I swear to God. So long story short, I was supposed to trade this copy of Dragon Warrior 7 for a copy of Dragon Quest 7 on the 3DS, the remake. I bought a copy off eBay, a brand new copy, in fact, thinking that there was going to be no problems. It turned out to be broken. We tried to get in contact with the seller, and they weren't getting back to us. We finally got our money back for it, and then I had to buy another one and trade that in and get that to the guy that I was trading this with. Oh, it was a headache, you guys, I swear to God. But it's over. It's over. The trade was done, and this game is in my collection, and it is a fantastic specimen. It is in great condition. Everything's here. Both discs are in immaculate shape. There's no cracks on the case at all. The manual's here, and it's a nice, crisp condition. But even all that, was it worth it? I guess. But, man, I don't think I would want to ever go through that again. But, again, shout-outs to you, Kevin. Thank you so much for trading this game with me. Ugh, I'm sorry that this all happened, but hey, everyone won in the end, right? I guess. So next up, we have a small stack of PS4 games, starting off with Judgment. This is a game that I picked up on Black Friday at GameStop. I have heard a lot of really good things about the Yakuza games, but I think we're up to like the 7th or 8th game in the series, and that's a lot to catch up with, and I hear that there's actually a long, intricate story, so I didn't really know where to really jump in with the series. But I've actually heard that this game right here shares the exact same gameplay as a Yakuza game, but it has a completely different storyline. It actually follows someone else who got framed for a crime, and now you're having to like clear your name or something like that. But from what I understand, this is a Yakuza game without carrying the Yakuza title. So honestly, this sounds like a perfect place to jump into the series. So I picked it up, and I will let you guys know what I think of it when I get around to it. But my backlog is massive, so that might be a while, so we'll see what happens. So I wanted to take advantage of GameStop's buy two, get one free sale at their stores for used games. Unfortunately, they didn't really have a lot of the games that I was either looking for, or the games that they did have didn't really have their original cases. But a set of games that I actually did find were these three right here, Resident Evil 5, 6, and 7. And I got these guys for about $30 for the set, and that's actually pretty good. Resident Evil 5 was definitely one that I wanted to play for the longest time because I've heard it's an amazingly great co-op game. You could do it either split screen or online. I was actually going to bring this up to a couple friends in the real to see if they're interested in playing this game with me. And of course I have some online friends that may want to play this game with me as well. Resident Evil 6 and 7. 7, I tried a while ago, and I think I didn't really give it much of a chance because I thought I would have some visual issues with it, but I think there's some other things I can do to brighten the game up and make it a little bit easier for me. So, and I just want to have all the numbered games in the Resident Evil series as well, so, and these were pretty cheap as a whole set. And 6, like, man, again, I just want to have all the games in the series. I don't know if I'll ever play this one because I've seen and heard some terrible things about this game, but you know, again, I just want to have the whole set. So yeah, for about $30, you can't go wrong, right? All right, why don't we end this video off with a big old stack of Switch games, shall we? Let's start off with this game right here, Freedom Planet. This is a game that I have been anticipating for quite a while. I pre-ordered this many months back as soon as it became available on the Limited Run website. I knew I had to own this as soon as I saw Limited Run's E3 presentation. I've wanted to play this game for such a long time. It's a different take on like the normal Sonic the Hedgehog sort of deal, but like it has like some shooter elements in there and like other neat aspects where even if you run into an enemy, it won't do damage to you until they actually do like an attack animation, which is pretty cool. And this game actually has a huge, massive storyline that's voice acted from beginning to end, which I thought was also pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely needed to have this game in my collection, and it just recently came in the mail. Hey look, it's another Limited Run game. Actually, this one's done by the dudes at Way Forward. You know how much I love those guys. We got River City Girls. This is one that I pre-ordered from Limited Run as soon as I found out there was a physical copy. And it actually came out that they were going to be doing a physical copy when this game got announced in like July or August or whatever. It didn't come until a few weeks after the game's release, but you know, it's fine. This game's been sitting on the shelf for a little bit because I've actually been waiting to get a friend together so I can play through the game's campaign via co-op. This is an arcade beat-em-up after all, and I feel like that co-op is the correct way to play these games and to get the maximum enjoyment out of them. So as soon as someone wants to play through this game with me, I will probably beat it in a couple sittings. But until then, it'll have to wait. Next up, we have Pokemon Shield. This game had a lot of controversy about it, but I noticed that the controversy kind of faded away when this game came out and people played it and they realized, oh, this game's actually like fun and everything. I will say I haven't gotten a chance to play it myself. Other things have been kind of getting in the way of that. I was actually going to start this game this weekend, but then the Mario Maker 2 update happened, and I wanted to play around with all the cool stuff that they added. Don't judge me. But everything that I've heard about this game, you know, besides the lack of a national dex, that this game's actually pretty awesome, it's pretty fun to play, and despite what some of the controversy might have led you to believe, it's actually a nice-looking game. It's not, like, the most graphically intense game ever, but, like, it's far from being an ugly game, in my opinion, just based off of what I've seen. So yeah, I'm actually excited to do this one. I will start this game next weekend. Hopefully nothing else gets in the way. We got another Limited Run games right here. We have Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. This one also came at kind of an inopportune time as well. If you guys noticed, I've actually been live streaming fighting games recently. But only through my PS4 because I kind of lack the tools needed in order to live stream off of everything. I'm gonna eventually get to that point, but for the time being, we have to do only PS4 games, and this is a Switch-only game, so yeah, kind of bad timing on that part. I have actually heard that this is a pretty good game. Maximilian Dude actually seems to like this game quite a bit. He live streams it quite a bit. And I've been wanting to try it out for a little bit, but it's, again, just got a lot of games, and if I'm going to be playing a fighting game, it's going to be one that I'm going to be streaming, so we'll see when I get a chance to play this game. I'll let you know. I definitely will be trying this game out, hopefully soon. We'll see. And the limited run games just keep pouring in. Just in the mail, just yesterday, these two games came in. Turok Dinosaur Hunter and Turok 2 Seeds of Evil Special Edition came in the mail. Yeah, this is another set of games that as soon as I saw that Limited Run was going to be offering a physical version of these games, I decided to own these versions and actually get rid of my N64 versions that I had. I mean, these games are pretty much the exact same games. You know, the music's the same, a lot of the visuals and story is the exact same, gameplay is the same, but it's just better textures, better controls, better lighting, and way less fog. These are probably some of my favorite single-player first-person shooters of all time. I really enjoyed these games. I had a lot of great memories growing up with these on the N64, and I wanted to have these games in my collection in some capacity, and I felt like that these were the best possible versions to own. So yes, I absolutely picked these up from Limited Run, and I'm happy to put them on the shelf. Okay, and lastly, if you guys know me from the Disrespected Club, people have been begging me, telling me, like, just overall pestering me to get this game, and yes, I finally have it. I'm going to be trying out a Fire Emblem game for the first time, Fire Emblem Three Houses. I am a virgin when it comes to this game. I'm a Fire Emblem baby, you guys. I know nothing about this game hardly, except that it's a strategy RPG. There are things like permadeath involved, weapons can break, there's relationships that you can build with your different squad mates, and that's pretty much all that I know about this game. Oh yeah, and there's also, like, in this particular version, there's like a school of warriors, like kind of like Hogwarts-esque, kind of, sort of, but again, that's pretty much all I know going into this. But we'll see what I think when I do get to this game. But again, my backlog's quite large, so I don't know when I'm going to be getting to this game, but I don't know, we'll see. Whew, okay, we managed to get through all those games. I might need to not wait as long next time when I do one of these videos, because these seem to be getting longer and longer with each subsequent one. But I don't know, maybe you do like these videos to be kind of long. Let me know down in the comments section if you'd like these to be kind of a shorter ordeal, or if you like to put this on, maybe like grind in an RPG or something like that and listen to me in the background. Let me know in the comments. But as always, if you guys made it this far in the video and you're not yet subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos. Click the things, all the things, do it. Do it now. And if you want to support the channel even more, maybe consider leaving a like on this video if you liked what you saw. Maybe also consider following me on Twitter at the 8BitMadNES. Also, I do game streams. That's a new thing that I'm doing. Every Friday, we stream some fighting games. That's going to be streamed on YouTube starting this Friday, actually, as per the recording of this video. And don't forget, we are holding a giveaway on the channel. We're still on the road to 100 subscribers. Link will be down in the description below for ways to enter. But you have a chance at winning an Xbox One, PS4, or Nintendo Switch game of the winner's choosing. So again, if you want to know how to enter, click the link down below in the description. But most of all, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. I'll catch you later. Take care.